everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I have my coffee in a Christmas mug because that's just what you do. Christmas is all year round. And I have a candle burning. It is a wonderful caramel bread pudding scent candle, and now all I really want is bread pudding. Mom, next time I visit, bread pudding please. I have my comfy clothes on. This may be a spoiler, but if you have not seen Stranger Things, but I have my Gone But Not Forgotten Barb t-shirt on, which is just one of the greatest birthday presents, Christmas presents. I can't remember what I got this for, but I am comfy and I am ready to share. I wanted to talk today about a technique that I have used myself. I've used for other people I've seen have panic attacks. My mom has used on me when she gets a phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning. Did I mention how much I love my mother and my support system? But she has used this technique on me multiple times, and it's probably one of my favorite techniques to use when it comes to my anxiety. And that technique is called grounding. Where this name came from, I don't know. I tried to find it in the research that I was doing, but I could not find it. I think it just, in my opinion, represents that after you're done with this technique, you feel more grounded and more aware of your surroundings and less of what's going on in your mind, and it refocuses your mind on other things. I have seen multiple behavioral therapists and psychologists and psychotherapists, and they have mentioned this technique before, and clearly if they're mentioning it to me, I've seen other people mention it via Instagram or on YouTube. It's a good technique. What is grounding? Grounding is a 5-step process, I guess you could say process, 5-step process to help your mind refocus when having anxiety, a panic attack, depression attack, whatever. And when I say 5 steps, you go from 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. The first step is, if you can remember this or have someone else come in with you, is 5 things you can see. So it makes your brain refocus. What are 5 things that I can see currently right now? Well, I can see the ring light behind my camera. I can see myself in the camera. I can see the stuff behind me and the stuff that you can't see. So I can see Bumble pop figure from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And I can see a world map that I have hanging on my wall. So that's 5 things I can see. Say these things, before we get into the next step, say these things out loud to yourself or to whoever you're talking to. So the next step is 4 things you can feel. So right now, I can feel the warmth of my coffee cup. I can feel the crinoline underneath my circle skirt, kind of itchy, just because of the way I'm sitting. I can feel my sheets that I'm sitting on. I sit on my bed when I film. I can feel the softness of my heated huggable. And when you're doing this technique, like saying it out loud, touch the item that you are feeling to like help your brain use that sensory outlet to focus. The next step is 3 things you can hear. So right now, I can hear a car starting off in the distance. I can hear Maeve, she's off in the corner of my room, but I can hear her tail thwapping against the curtains. And I can hear my own voice. I can say these things out loud. That way, your brain is focusing on other things. The key word here is focusing. Step 2 is 2 things you can smell. I personally am really liking lighting a candle when I film because it puts me in a good mood. But I thought it was very important for today's video because usually in my room, it smells like my room. And there's not a lot of outlying scents because you get used to the area that you are in, nasal or nose-wise. So right now, I lit my candle, which smells like caramel bread pudding, so I can smell that. And I can smell my coffee. rare meat sighting. Hello, baby. And sometimes, you know, you can't smell something. So I would say go out of the area that you're in. Yes, exactly. Go out of the area that you're in to go see if you can find something to smell. It puts you in a different area, and especially like if you're in a crowded space and that's where you're having your panic attack, you can leave that area. It forces you out of your situation that could be causing you panic or anxiety. And the number one, so you go from 5 to 1, is one thing you can taste. Again, in the aspect of if you are in an area where there isn't anything you can taste, move yourself to an area where you can. Go force yourself to eat something so that you can taste. It puts your brain into a focus from other places so you get out of that area of panic. So right now, I can taste my coffee, which is a lovely medium roasted blend with pumpkin pie flavoring because it was on sale. It's after the pumpkin spice and seeds in it. Is the holidays really over? Taking a moment to go through these 5 steps, and we'll do them once again. 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. If you can't get any of these, go to a new location to try and like fulfill one of these steps. I will say that it helps immensely. I've used the grounding technique multiple times over, and it definitely refocuses my mind away from whatever was causing my panic. It is probably one of my favorite tools in my arsenal against my anxiety. I know that there are a lot of tools that people use, and the grounding technique might not be one that is beneficial for you, and that is okay. Not every single technique is gonna work for every single person. The thing when it comes to anxiety, much like bodies, much like minds, everybody is different in how they handle their mental health. But is it worth trying if you haven't tried it before? For sure, definitely. I highly suggest it. And like I say in every video, I am not a doctor. I am just sharing my experiences and what works for me. And I want to provide another step that could possibly help people with their mental health and hopefully get them to a place where they feel okay. So I really do hope that if you do. Gosh, I'm 5. I really hope that if you do use this technique, that it does help you. If you've tried this technique before, how did it help you? Please let me know down below in the comments. Or if you're going to try it, please tell me. Like, I would love to know your experiences around the grounding technique. Again, the more we talk about it, the more we share our experiences and techniques, the more the stigma breaks, the more people that can get help. This is what I do this channel for. Plus, it's like a great outlet for me to just be silly, and sometimes I post unboxing videos and sometimes I do funny videos, but I love to help people in this wonderful mental health community. So please let me know down below what you think. Have you tried it? Are you going to try it? I thank you guys so much for watching these videos. Again, it's a lot of fun for me to do these, even though we don't have a lot of looters. A lot of people who saw me mention that in the previous video actually liked that. So even though we don't have a lot of looters in this community, I can only imagine it growing stronger by each video. So thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, sláinte. And Maeve's little tail in the back. Hi!